All right, guys, so there you have it. A typical healthy day of boosting our T levels for all you guys over 50 out there. Hey guys, Mark McKilley with Live Anabolic, and today I'm going to give you guys a few tips, tricks, whatever, just kind of basic things to do to try to keep our T levels boosted as high as possible just throughout the day. So I'm 59 years old, and so I need as much T as possible. And the reason is multifold, okay? There's just tons of different reasons. First of all, testosterone is really important to building muscle. And most guys understand that, but a lot of guys don't realize that testosterone is just as important to metabolizing fat and burning fat as a source of energy instead of just using carbohydrates. So if you have low T levels, your body will literally store fat and it really wants to just burn carbohydrates, all right? So that's a big bummer. Another thing is if you have low T levels, it affects your libido, your energy, your self-confidence, just all kinds of things. So guys, our testosterone is the single most important hormone for men, okay? It regulates so much about our lives and who we are and what we feel like as a man. And so the other thing is there's nothing we can do to stop the decline in testosterone as we age. So once you hit about 29 or 30, your body basically maxes out. That's about it. And then your body naturally, it happens to everybody, naturally starts to produce just a little bit less testosterone year after year after year. And there's lots of studies that say that decline is anywhere from 1% to 2% every single year. So if I'm 59, from 30, that's 29 years. Let's say I only lost 1% per year. So my T levels are actually 29% lower than they were when I was 30. If I was losing up to 2% per year, all right, that might be, 29, 58% lower, all right? So it could be all over the place. So the thing is, we can do some things to minimize that decline. And every little thing helps, guys, So we need to know what to avoid and what to do proactively on a daily basis. All right, so before I get to kind of just all these generic things that you guys should be thinking about throughout the day to help boost your T levels, or help your body, I should say, produce the maximum amount of testosterone that it can naturally produce. One simple trick, guys, and I know I promote our products a lot, but I really do believe in them. And we actually have a natural testosterone booster. It's called Anabolic Reload. I really urge everybody to give supplements a try. And that's what they are. They're supplements. They're not called primaries for a reason. So, eating healthy and working out and exercising are the primary things you need to do, all right? But supplements really work great for some guys. And you don't know if it's going to work for you or not, because everybody's genetics are different and everybody's nutritional needs are different. So a lot of you guys are probably not getting all the vitamins and minerals and micronutrients in your body every day that you need to produce as much testosterone as your body naturally can. And Anabolic Reload is a fantastic way to make sure you get all that in your system. So just click on the link. It'll take you to our website. I can't even remember all the ingredients off the top of my head, but that's why I recommend you go to our website, because every ingredient in there is listed. It's explained about why we put it in there. And then also, guys, don't just trust me. Listen to a lot of our customers. So if you click on the supplement, Anabolic Reload, just scroll down a little bit and there will be tons and tons of reviews. Those are all verified purchases. So just read through those and take it from there, but it would never hurt you to try it, okay? The worst thing that can happen is you don't feel like it's working for you, you send us an email and we give you your money back. It's pretty straightforward. All right, so I'm just gonna break this up into 3 segments: morning, afternoon, and evening. So guys, in the mornings, I know this is easier said than done, but try to avoid stressing out. And part of avoiding stressing out is making sure you wake up on time and you're ready to go to work or wherever you have to be without rushing. Because, you know, when you're behind, guess what? You know, you're always stressed out. And you're not just stressed out for a few minutes, you're stressed out all the way to the office or to the appointment or whatever. So that's a real bummer. So why does it matter that I don't want you guys to stress out? Well, stress creates and it triggers the production of a hormone called cortisol. So cortisol is this stress, you know, kind of fight or flight hormone. And the problem is not so much the cortisol in itself, but the fact that the more cortisol you produce, the less testosterone your body can produce. They're both fighting for an enzyme in your body, and there's just only so much of this enzyme that can be used to produce either testosterone or cortisol. So that's the problem. Okay, so that's why we're trying to avoid stress, which causes cortisol, which causes lower testosterone levels. And another simple thing in the morning is coffee. You know, most of you guys probably like coffee. I'm a big coffee guy. And so there are studies that say that caffeine can help your body produce more testosterone. So I have no problem with you guys having 1 or 2 cups of coffee first thing in the morning. You know, just kind of wake yourself up and get going. And for you guys that are doing intermittent fasting, so you're not eating in the morning, but you still want to work out, coffee is a great kind of pick-me-up, okay? Because, you know, if you're feeling really sluggish and you're trying to get into your workout, man, you're not going to get nearly as much out of it. So if you're really alert and kind of have the blood flowing a little bit due to some caffeine pick-me-up, you're going to get way more out of your workout. So just give coffee a try. And then remember, if you're intermittent fasting, don't put sugar in your coffee. And don't put a bunch of cream in there either. So as long as it's under 5, 6, 7 calories, which is almost nothing, that won't break your fast. But if you start putting some sugar and a bunch of cream in there, that'll break your fast. All right, so here we are. We've made it to the afternoon now. Which means a lot of you guys are going to find yourself sitting behind a desk, staring at a computer for hours and hours and hours and hours. So be careful. Make sure you get up and walk around a little bit. Now, that's not really going to that's not going to burn calories per se, but it's going to keep your metabolism from just getting so low and making you feel sleepy and sluggish and tired. Just get up and move around, especially if you can just walk outside and get some sunlight, guys. So, you know, vitamin D, you know, we absorb that from sunlight into our skin, and we have to have enough vitamin D in our system to produce testosterone. So it's great to get a little sunlight. You don't have to get sunburn, all right? Get out, move around, kind of get the blood flowing. Like I said, you don't have to run or jog or anything, but just get going. And another thing is, guys, if you are working out in the afternoon, that is also fantastic. That's when I work out. I'm not a morning guy, all right? So I've tried it before. My body just doesn't want to do anything strenuous early in the morning. So I'm always hitting the weights in the afternoon. And so resistance training, guys, is critical, not to building muscle per se, but it's critical to help your body produce testosterone. So I've got tons of other videos about this, but when you are hitting it hard and training hard, and I mean resistance training, I'm not talking about getting on a bicycle and pedaling or jogging. Okay, this is about actually tearing down muscle fibers. When you're really pushing it hard, you're damaging your muscles, which is what we want to do. Well, those muscle fibers send signals to our brain, and it says, man, you know, you need to ramp up your body's production of testosterone because it uses that testosterone to help rebuild the muscle fibers over the next 2, 3, 4 days. Of course, in conjunction with protein and sleep and all the other nutrients that your body needs. But resistance training and hard, strenuous resistance training really triggers some fantastic hormone releases in our brain, and that is fantastic. All right, we've made it. We've made it to the evening. All right, so morning, we got that taken care of. Afternoon, what do we do at night? Well, it's another deal where we're trying to deal with stress, guys. Keep it low. I mean, coming home to a real stressful family situation is not good. You know, that's that whole cortisol thing again. But also, you know, the evening for a lot of you guys is when you consume most of your calories, okay? So really focus on what you're putting in your mouth, guys. Be careful, all right? Don't ruin this great day that you've had so far as doing everything, correct by, having 3-4 glasses of wine and eating a bunch of pasta and bread and all that kind of stuff. Keep the nutrition really clean, because when you eat healthy, you're gonna feel radically better. I mean, it's a noticeable difference. And it only typically takes 2 or 3 days of eating healthy, if you've really been having a crappy, diet, that you will start to feel a difference, all right? And it'll be psychologically and physically different. And another thing is, guys, you know what happens at night? For a lot of you, well, maybe not enough of you, sex. So guys, studies show that sex does increase our testosterone levels, all right? And I don't know all the biology behind it, but I believe those studies, trust me. That's how I feel, after sex. I feel like my T level goes up. And so what happens if you don't have a girlfriend or a wife? Well, you can have sex with yourself. So anyway, same thing, man. It still triggers those same signals in our brain to ramp up testosterone. So ain't nothing wrong with having lots of sex at night. And of course, guess what happens after sex? Sleep, hopefully. So sleep is also critical, guys. So, once again, there's just study after study after study that says if you get 8 hours of sleep, your body is much more efficient at producing testosterone. And that's actually, guys, when you're sleeping at night, that's when the vast majority of your testosterone is produced throughout the entire 24-hour day. So even though it's just 8 hours, all right, that's a critical 8 hours when it comes to producing testosterone. So try to get some really good deep sleep, all right, and get plenty of sleep. And another thing is, once again, here I'm back to our supplements that I'm a big believer in, but we also have a nighttime T-boosting supplement. It's called Anabolic Reload PM, okay? And so it's got a different set of ingredients in it. Go to our website, click the link below, and you'll kind of read about it. But it also has some sleep aids in there that help you get to sleep quicker and sleep deeper and get better REM sleep. And a lot of guys, if you look at our reviews on our website, they say they wake up feeling super, super rested, like a teenager again. So anyway, it doesn't hurt to try, especially if you're one of those guys that has a problem sleeping at night. All right, guys, so there you have it. A typical healthy day of boosting our T levels for all you guys over 50 out there. It's actually pretty straightforward. Now, some of it's easier said than done, but that's okay. You can't be perfect, but you can kind of strive to work on these things every single day. And guess what? Over time, week after week, month after month, it builds up. It makes a big difference. It ain't gonna change overnight, but guys, if you stick with it and never give up on yourself, I promise you're gonna see those T levels go up.